George Best, one of the greatest British players of all time, has been given hours to live. Best was a teenage phenomenon, arriving from his native Northern Ireland to join Manchester United in 1963. In his 10 years at Old Trafford, he thrilled crowds with his mercurial play. He helped United lift the European Cup in 1968, and he was so popular in England that he became known as the Fifth Beatle. He left United at the age of just 27 and never hit the same heights again. Best's excessive lifestyle was the stuff of legend, but ultimately led to the illnesses he suffered in later life. However, it's his performances on the field for Manchester United for which he'll be remembered.
After 12 years and almost 500 games, one of the greatest double acts in English football has come to an end. Sir Alex Ferguson and Roy Keane finally parted company last week, although the Irishman's final game as a Manchester United player was against Liverpool back in September. His closing act, to limp out of the match with a broken foot. It was a meek exit from the playing arena for a United legend, although his exploits off the pitch had captured all the headlines this season. In June, Keane reportedly clashed with Ferguson at a pre-season training camp in Portugal and was subsequently omitted from United's tour to the Far East. When questioned, the manager suggested that Keane's absence was due to injury. In September, in an interview with the club's TV channel, Keane indicated that his days at Old Trafford were drawing to a close.
Why don't you think you're going to get a new contract then?
That's just my gut feeling.
Right. And if they were to offer you one, say in April, you're saying you might not sign it?
I think it might be too late by then. I think I probably would have had...
sorted something out, you mean?
Sorted out something maybe in January, because as I said, my contract's up, so... but, you know, that's football and, you know, players come and go and move on.
And then, earlier this month, the final straw. In another MUTV interview, which the club banned from being broadcast, the skipper apparently criticised several of his teammates for United's poor form. Last week, Keane and the club agreed to cancel the remaining few months of his contract. Tony Cascarino played with Keane for the Republic of Ireland. He now works in the media and believes the breakdown of Keane's relationship with Sir Alex Ferguson was the main reason behind his departure. The manager's suggestion that it was for footballing reasons doesn't sit easily with Cascarino.
It's nonsense. The guy's got 8 months of his contract to go. You can't tell me that Roy Keane wouldn't be in the starting lineup at Old Trafford. The answer is definitely yes. Again, he's been there 12 years, won a lot of things in that time. Why would he be taken out of the club so quickly? Fergie wanted him out because I think he saw him as a thorn in his side. Lots of things had gone on between the players, Keane and the manager, and I just think he was trying to get harmony back in his dressing room.
The players allegedly singled out during that now infamous MUTV interview have responded positively to Keane's criticism. A courageous victory over Chelsea was followed by a comprehensive defeat of Charlton last time out.
You have to be very careful as a player. When you start criticising your fellow pro, no one's debating whether he's right or wrong. A lot of us, we all know, think he's probably spot on what he says. But you create a bigger problem. Sometimes you have to be more diplomatic about things in a football dressing room. I really think it stemmed from the moment that Roy Keane found out that he wasn't going to be offered a new contract. I think it infuriated him. I think he felt he still had a lot to offer. And I think it just snowballed. I think it was eating away at Roy, and I think he made things escalate far more quicker than would have happened.
The majority of the rank and file United supporters seem to be siding with Keane. They chanted his name throughout the game at Charlton. Nick Toll is chairman of the Supporters Trust, Shareholders United.
Keane is a legend and will always be a legend at Manchester United, and there'll always be people who will chant his name, just like we chant Eric Cantona's name, continue to chant Eric Cantona's name. You know, some will say, well, it's good that he's gone, and some will say it's a terrible thing he's gone. Most of the fans probably think that it's not a good thing he's gone in the way that he did.
A number of clubs are rumoured to be interested in Keane, so what does the future hold, both for him and Ferguson?
If Celtic doesn't happen, and Gordon Strachan opts not to take the chance and take him Roy Keane, I wouldn't be surprised if he even considered retiring from football. It wouldn't surprise me. I'm sure he'd still love to play, but it would have to be what Roy would want.
He'll find it very difficult to stay in his job if United ends up with another trophyless season. And time will tell and the results will tell. But Ferguson obviously thinks he can carry on, and the fans will back him. The vast majority of the fans will continue to back him while he thinks and they think that he can do the job. After all, who else is there? Who do you find who can do the job better?
United's post-Keane era continues against West Ham on Sunday. They prospered without Cantona, and Ferguson will hope for a similar outcome in the weeks and months ahead.